Setting goals in the stock market is really important. Setting stock market goals help us track our journey's path and make sure we're still on the right track. Let's get into it. Welcome to Piece of the Pie with Ty. I'm Ty, and I appreciate you guys coming to check me out. If you like any of the content in this video, please hit that like button. It really helps me out with people finding the video, and subscribe to the channel and come back and see me. My channel is all about making sure people are aware of the different avenues to get a piece of the pie. And today we're talking about stock market goals. In this video, I want to talk about mid-year progress. Are you guys keeping up with your mid-year progress? At the beginning of 2021, I made a video. It's right here. Check it out. I dropped some pretty good jewels in that video. And in that video, I talked about setting goals for 2021. Around the time I made that video, my portfolio was about $12,000. And you guys can check it if you don't believe me. But I want to show you guys the progress that I've made since then. But you're gonna have to stick with me to the end of the video and I'll show you my exact numbers. But let's talk about how I got there. I did 3 key things that kept me on the right track and made my portfolio grow. The first was setting goals. Of course, I set the goals. I'm gonna show you guys the goals that I set to remind you. Alright, now we're on my goals. These are the same goals that I set in that video at the beginning of 2021. As you see, I haven't edited since December 30th, 2020. And this is what you need to do. You need to set your goals so you know exactly where you're at. I had just wanted a simple 20% increase from my portfolio, and I was going to add $100 a week, which is where the $5,200 come in. $100 a week, that's $5,200 a year I was going to add to the portfolio, and I was going to watch it grow. I just wanted to be at $19,844 by the end of 2021, and I set it out. 20% growth a year on a portfolio is not asking too much. The typical stock growth is 10%. So 20% is a little bit challenging, but it's doable. Very doable. And this is what I wanted. And I got it mapped out all the way until what I'm going to be at 10 years from now. And I just did the simple math, kept adding it up. And I'm not going to touch these goals. I'm going to see how I stack up. This is going to let me know if I'm on the right track or not. The second thing that I'm doing to make sure that I'm on the right track is pick out the companies that you want to invest in. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is a list of my Robinhood stocks. This is my whole portfolio and all the companies that I have in my portfolio. I sat down and I wrote down each of these companies, and I knew I was going to invest into them no matter what. I went and I picked companies in different sectors, and I stuck to them. What I mean by sticking to them is, if you come down to the bottom, you can see that I already have mapped out what I'm going to be buying next week, the week after that. No matter what goes on in the market, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging into all of these companies. No matter if a new meme stock comes on the street, or no matter how much people scream, short squeeze this and short squeeze that, I'm going to stick to my investing plan. And that's the key to this strategy, value investing. No matter what's going on in the market, you stick to what you already planned to invest into. And that way, you don't hear all the noise from the market. And I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you guys game how I see it. And if you need a financial advisor, go seek out one. But all the hype and all of that stuff, it's not really beneficial if you're making decisions based off hype, you know. So I already know what I'm going to be investing into. I'm going to stick to it. I've been sticking to it, which is key. I'm going to show you guys how it pays off, but I've been sticking to it. I'm going to keep sticking to it. And that's what you need to do. You need to have a game plan, research your companies, pick your companies in the different sectors, and invest in them. Invest in them. And make sure you're picking valuable companies or ETFs. And I even have notes in here because I do want to be bullish on dividend companies like buy SPHD, EPRT, OHI, or Acre when you have extra. Never buy more than 120 on a low week. So I don't stretch myself thin. Because I'm putting a lot of money into investing, I don't want to stretch myself thin. But I really think this is the easiest way to start investing and easiest strategy. Stick to what you already know and mapped out and keep going with it. And the third thing that I've been doing to make sure my portfolio is on track with those goals is making sure I allocate the money to my portfolio. We can talk about adding money or saving money, investing money all day, but if you're not actually doing it and you're not allocating that, if you set aside, you're going to put $20 a week into your investing account or $50 a week into your investing account, and you go and you skip this week or that week or this week, you're not going to be on track. You're not going to be on track at all, because you have to actually dedicate yourself to your investing portfolio like you planned on it. And when you do that, this happens. So I'm sitting around $19,361, and that is a great increase. That's an increase of almost $7,000 since the beginning of the year. And it's because I stuck to it. I stuck to the companies I chose. I didn't pay attention to the hype, and I made sure I allocated money to this. Now let's go back to the goals. As you guys can see, my goal was 19,844 by the end of the year, and I'm already at 19,300 and some change. So that just shows you, when you stick to the process, you definitely can form success. That was a mid-year update to the goals that I set early on this year, at the beginning of this year. And as you guys can see, I'm holding up. I'm almost crushing my goals that I already set. And I showed you guys the formula. You got to make sure you set the goal, stick to your investing strategy and the companies that you want to invest into. Don't pay attention to all the hype and short squeezes. A little trade secret: a lot of people talk about the hype just to keep attention coming to themselves. But I'm telling you guys, don't fall for the hype. Invest in the companies that you pick and stick to it. And make sure you don't cheat yourself. You allocate the money to your portfolio as you plan to, and you should be successful. You should be successful. Unless you're picking the wrong companies, and if you are picking the wrong companies, let me know. Let me know. If you are picking the wrong companies, you might want to step back and take a look at what you're doing wrong and why you're picking the wrong companies. Make sure you are investing into valuable companies, and you should succeed. If I can do it, I know you can do it. If you like any of the content in this video, please hit that like button. It really helps me out. Subscribe to the channel and come back and see me. I got plenty more to talk about. Thanks.